Well, the Mets did with the Phillies, what the Phillies did to my Braves the last 2 years. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugas. And tonight I'm going to talk about today's NLDS game four as you had the New York Mets beating the Philadelphia Phillies 4-1 and winning the series 3-1 to advance to the NLCS and send the Philadelphia Phillies home for the season, yo. Before I get into this channel, man, if anyone want to be a channel donor, my Cash App information down in the description box. If you want to follow me on social media, that information down in the description box. Also, my co-host of Sports Talk radio show every Sunday. That information is down in the description box as well. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, bell notification, and everybody hit the like button and share it with your folks. So, man, shout out to the Mets. Me personally, as a Braves fan, I didn't care for either team, but it is kind of a little bit of justice, I'll call it, knowing that the last 2 years, 2 years ago we were the number two seed, had the bye, Phillies were the six seed, and they beat us in four. And then last year the Braves had the best record in all of baseball, and the Phillies beat us in four. So this year they're the top dog in the NL East. The Mets come in as the big underdog, and the Mets beat them in four, just the same way they beat us. You know, uh, road team win game two, home team win game two, home team win three and four. It happened to us the last 2 years. It happened to the Phillies this year. But first, this game, yo. Quintana like pitched really, really well, gave up two hits, two doubles, but still gave up a run. While Ranger Suarez was out there playing with fire after fire, bases loaded here, bases loaded there. He kept getting out of those jams. And then, man, later in the game, yo, bases loaded. And the Mets MVP, man, a guy who's been absolutely clutch for them. As a Braves fan, I know in that doubleheader after the last day, he hit the big home run, in the ninth inning. Francisco Lindor hits a grand slam. And I mean, look, man, anybody watching this game, I'm sure everybody felt, whether you was a Phillies fan, a Mets fan, or just a spectator like myself, the series was over after that. Like after that, it's like this thing over, man. Like yeah, that shit, Phillies, man. Like this their time. They gonna get it done, yo. And shout out to Lindor, man, coming off of back spasms, and he's been back and he's just been amazing. He's been big time clutch player, and the Mets coming up big, yo. With the win against my Braves to get in the playoffs. I mean, they were down 2-0 in the ninth inning to the Brewers, and Pete Alonso hits a 3-run shot, and they end up winning that series. And then you know what they did in this series, man. The game one win, and then convincingly winning game three, and was down for the most part of game four. Could have hung their head, get frustrated, like why we not bringing in runs. Still pitched well, and then went out there. It took one hit, and Lindor basically sent them home, man. Big time player Lindor is. And for the Phillies, it's a very ugly ending. Every year a couple of years ago they made the World Series. Last year lost in the NLCS. This year's the NLDS. Every year they're getting further and further away from that World Series championship. And look, man, in fairness to them, just like I thought about my Braves, I seen a stat earlier that since we've been having this new format, all series in the National League particularly has played a team in their division and the underdog won every series, which is unbelievable when you really think about it. And the Padres up 2-1 in the series with the Dodgers. Now they losing tonight, but even if they lose tonight, they still got a game five in LA. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know how you fix it. Um, as a fan of just not my Braves, but baseball in general, you know, you want to see some type of star power in the World Series, man. You want to see some type of favorite. I get it. The upsets are fun until there are too many of them. like, you know, um, it's nice when you get a 15 seed beat a 2 seed in March Madness, like once every, 6, 7, 8 years. Not every year. It's not as enjoyable when you have it every single year, pretty much. Or, you finally get a 16 beat a one. Yeah, that'll be nice to see once every 20 years, not every 2 to 3 years. Like I said, upsets are fun until there are too many of them. And in baseball, I mean, you know, with all due respect in the American League, I don't want to see a Tigers Royals ALCS. So I don't know what Major League Baseball do. It feels kind of unwarranted that you play 162 games and then you're off of baseball for a week in a sport where rhythm and momentum matters. You getting a team that's coming in hot because they just won a series, they full of confidence, and then your starting pitcher been sitting there for damn near a week. You go out there, you lose one game at home, and then you gotta go to that team's rabid fan base for 2 games in your season over. Like, that's pretty much what it is, man. That's pretty much what been happening. So I don't know what Major League Baseball do about it, man. But it is kind of like, okay, we getting this a little too much now. But at the same time, hey, Phillies gotta bite the bullet just like the Braves did the last 2 years. And congratulations to the Mets, man, for getting to the NLCS for the first time since 2015. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm going to have Atlanta Braves, MLB, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Braves.